Today, I'm going to discuss three things of what it is what it ain't my name is What it is, what it ain't. My name is Carlton, and this is Anything, Everything, where I talk about anything I want and everything that comes to my mind. Today, I'm going to discuss with you three things that I think you need to know and understand so you can elevate your life, so you can achieve whatever your version of success is. Now, success is relative. What may be my success may not be what your success is. For me, any store of my choosing I go to, I swipe my card without worrying what the price is. To you, that may be successful because you have to be conscientious about every financial decision that you make. So these three steps is going to put you in the position to where you'll be able to, elevate your life. Whatever current position that you're in is going to help you elevate. It's going to help you do better. This lesson came to me from watching someone that I can say I hold dear to that raised me as I was growing up. And right now, she's working, I think 2 jobs. I don't know, but I know she's doing over 40 hours a week working, and she's constantly in the same financial struggles where she can barely make rent, where she can barely pay her phone bill, but she's constantly working. And in my mind, I'm like, why are you going through this? What is making you be so stagnant and stuck in this rut? What is it going to take for you to get out of this rat race, of this continuous cycle? And as I evaluated her life and her habits, I was able to see why she was in the situation she was in. My constant thought was, how can I get her plugged into my businesses? How can I hire her to help her make more money? And the truth is, even if I was to hire her and give her a bigger salary so she can be more comfortable, she would be in the same position. If any of you guys ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you'll see the instance where he talks about why people in the middle class continue to struggle. Because it's not about how much money they make, but it's about the habits they have. If I have the same habits when I'm making $50,000 a year and they're not making $70,000 a year, and I have the same habits, the only thing that's going to change is the new expenses that I have. Because as the money comes in, all I'm doing now is making larger purchases to fit the lifestyle that I want. Now I'm going to talk to her and hoping that she listens and make these changes. If she doesn't, she doesn't. It's life. But I'm also going to tell you what you should do so you don't have to stay in that cycle, or so you don't even have to go into that cycle. First thing first, credit. Leveraging credit has helped me make at least 80% of my income. Majority of the money that I make is all from it. Well, I'm not gonna say it's all from credit, but it all started with credit, with leveraging debts and making money off of it. The average American does not have good credit. So when it's time for them to get financing, now, even if they do receive financing, they receive these high APRs where they're spending so much money in interest. It's almost like they're paying double for whatever they wanted. If you have bad credit, what you need to do is consult with a credit repair agency. And if you have no credit, what you need to do is find the tools that's going to help you build your credit up. Luckily, look no further, I'm going to give you what you need to build up your credit. First, what you're going to do is you're going to get some secured credit cards. I'm going to give you 3 off the top of my head. You can do Navy Secured Rewards, you can do Capital One, and you can do Discover. All those 3 right there, you can get a secured card from. Now, if you don't have a Navy, whatever credit repair agency you go to or you're working with, they'll help you open up a Navy. If not, you can just come to me. I will help you open up a Navy. It's a very easy and simple process. Next, you're going to want some loans reporting on your report. For example, with Navy, you can do something called a pledge loan. And if you continue to circulate that, that's going to help build up your credit report and give it some more strength. Essentially, all you're doing is using your own money to have it reflect on your credit so you can build some sort of credibility. Navy offers a 2.25% interest rate on all of their pledge loans. If your financial institution can offer the same or even something close in that range, then good. You don't have to go with Navy. But what you need to do is you need to start building up your credit by adding loans and credit cards so you can have open accounts reporting on your credit. Number 2, your time. One thing I realized about this particular family member, right after they work so hard from their 9 to 5, they go home and watch Netflix as a way to like reward themselves for all of the hard work that they did. Like, no, that's not how it go. If you're in a position that you're not comfortable with, if you're in a position that you do not want to be in, when you receive that free time, it's not the time to relax. It's time for you to figure out how you're going to get yourself out of that situation, whether it's reading or whether it's putting more energy into a side hustle that you created. It doesn't matter. When you have what we consider free time, you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of it and you're making the most out of it. You're taking any opportunity that comes your way. You're building up resources, whatever the case may be. When you have that time out of your 9 to 5, you need to ensure it is bettering your future. It is not time to sit down and watch Netflix and Hulu and relax. Like, no, you're not in a position to be relaxing. How you spend your time separates those who really want it and those that just like to talk about it. Like, for example, I played football and it was always beat into our heads that if you really want it, after practice, guess what you're going to do? You're going to practice some more because you really want the starting position. You really want to get a scholarship to college. You really want to make it to the league. Why? So guess what you're going to do? You're going to work harder than the next person. So how you spend your time dictates where you want to go, where you want to be, what do you want to do. And lastly, your habits. I've watched this lady spend so much money that she don't have and make the most ridiculous purchases and live in an area that she can't afford, etc. So when it comes to your habits, you need to learn how to live uncomfortable. You need to minimize whatever you're spending your money on, whether it's a car, whether it's a house. You need to learn how to be uncomfortable. The problem is everybody wants instant gratification. The second they get $1, they feel like they need to spend it and making themselves feel better, making themselves feel comfortable. And what you have to understand is a lot of successful people nowadays, what they've endured during that time of work and just keeping their head down and focusing on what they're trying to accomplish. They was living with their parents. They were living in small houses. They were driving beat up cars. They weren't eating out. They were doing none of that stuff. But here you are thinking that you're going to be able to do all of that and still make it to where you're trying to go. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you know what's going to happen is once money do start coming in, the only thing that's going to happen is your expenses are going to grow and your assets are going to stay the same. The assets that's bringing in the income, whether it's your job or whatever it is, you need to control your habits. You need to minimize them. You need to have self-control over how you spend your money. And me personally, I've had personal experiences with bad spending habits. When I first started getting money, I bought a Tesla. I bought a $10,000 ring for my wife, and then I bought her a $6,000 pair of earrings. I got into an expensive luxury apartment, and I was just living lavish, all while the money was still coming in. But that was not the best way for me to use my money at that moment. What I should have did was reinvest it back into my business. What I should have did was find other income avenues I could have went to diversify my portfolio and making sure that I have something else that's bringing me in money. But I didn't do that. I wanted instant gratification. I wanted to feel nice. Okay, I worked hard for this money. I deserve something nice. Like, no, you need to understand that there's a certain threshold you need to get to before you can even think about to start feeling nice. Now, because I love you guys so much and I know that you're only watching this video because you're subscribed to me, I'm going to give you a bonus good tip that you can use so you can elevate your life and do better. The bonus tip is hang around like-minded individuals. I know how cliched this must sound, but it is true. When I really started taking my business seriously, I met new friends. And guess what? Those friends had certain skill sets that tremendously helped me. For example, I'm not a very techie guy. I didn't even know how to set up this YouTube channel. I had one of my friends help me. I don't know how to do websites. I had one of my friends help me. And it's all because we're like-minded in our business persona and how we love business and how we're looking to elevate and learn new trades and new skills. So literally, I've benefited tremendously from having like-minded individuals around me. So you need to ensure that you find somebody that's also trying to elevate, or even if they're not also trying to elevate, they're already elevated. Listen now, there's definitely people you can connect with that's already at a higher level than you. You don't always have to stick with the people that's struggling with you. No, trust me. There are people that's willing to be around you that's already at a higher level that can help you out tremendously. So do not be stuck with the people that's not bringing any value to your life. Find like-minded individuals that want to increase their finances, that is increasing their finances, that's looking to leave an inheritance for their family, that's looking to build generational wealth, that's looking to do all those great, wonderful things. If you're around people that have no vision, that have no goals, they are not going to inspire you. They are not going to motivate you. They are not going to hold you accountable for when you start slacking, lacking discipline and responsibility. You need to be around people that's going to hold you accountable, people that's going to push you, etc. So please do not take this for granted. Listen to what I'm telling you. And if you guys enjoyed this message and you know these 3 but 4 tips is going to help you, please like and subscribe this video. I'm trying to get like Mr. Beast out here. I'm telling y'all, I need this. I want this. I'm trying to give you, maybe you, a house for $1. But now for real, thank you guys for tuning in. See you next time.